Probably Bears.
And then Bills, Cowboys.
Bills,
And then Saints, Falcons.
Saints.
Some person at my barbershop thinks the Cowboys are going to win today.
No.
Against the Bills. It's like, because they're not going to lose at home. I'm like, well, they're playing the Bills. The Bills are actually good this year. So.
I feel like their defense is good, but they still have offensive problems.
What'd you say?
I feel like they have a really good defense, but they have offensive problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the greatest offense, but it's a pretty good offense.
I don't think they're going to win a Super Bowl with that.
No.
They can definitely get a wild card.
Yeah, they're not. Obviously, they're not going to get the bye because we're.
Yeah.
How did I miss? We should do something after your franchise game. I don't know what though.
I mean, it's like 9-minute quarters, so it takes an hour.
That's fine. I'm not eating dinner until 1.
Yeah.
What time are you eating dinner?
Around then. But I have to go to my aunt's house, so it's not at my house.
What time's that?
I would have to ask.
Wait, are you your mom doesn't cook?
My mom didn't tell me. I just know it's usually around 12 or 1.
Yep.
Coach from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I'll take. My mom said we have to leave at like 1:30, so.
I want to do a 2K franchise, but like they don't. It's being annoying.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Happy Turkey Day, Don.
Your mom's a turkey, and I ate her.
What?
Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's interesting.
Why? It's interesting.
This man just threw up a Tyreek Hill and he one-hand caught it on me.
Oof. Who's on your team?
I'm the Texans.
Do you have any like special like?
I'm basically the Texans with Philip Lindsay and Austin Hooper.
Oh, okay.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones.
So is that all you have for running backs?
And Jordan Howard.
Oh dang.
But for some reason, the previous Texans owner put Deshaun Watson on an 8-year, $251 million contract with a $119 million bonus.
So you have no cap.
Yeah. I'm at the minimum amount of players, and I'm negative 16 million cap.
Well, that's terrible.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be on mute to focus because this guy has scored a touchdown.
Okay, just text me or say hey when your game's over.
Okay. Alright. Peace.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. To the car. Check my corner. Let him know, let him know. Let him go.
Here's Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
15.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On the second down throw on target. He's at the 30, 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Chiefs.
On first down, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Ready? Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Right side.
On the delay, Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, 43, 15. Let him go, baby. Right side.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Yellow. On the line. They gonna need some therapy.
running back. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Mahomes now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the interception, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all to score on EA Sports. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he is all the way up past the 25. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Watson. This for his running back, McCoy. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
On first and 10, Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. Watson operating from the gun. It's complete to Fuller. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get it.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Just like that. Check it back. Check it back. 54. Get it.
To throw is Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On first and goal, Howard. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down and goal. Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. A try here for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say the great athletes, they can kind of nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
At their own 31-yard line.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go play fake. Mahomes going for the deep ball. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
59. Check, 59. You must be getting tired.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. The point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernard McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Jones has it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Hey, check right. Watch it, you go. Why? Who? You better bring it.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Hey, Sunday.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And it's complete to Kelsey. And out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mahomes now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
At 31. Quarterback down, let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. Open man is QT, complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He finds McCoy. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Check like 40. Check like 40. I want that.
To try again after the sack. Watson got an open man. It's QT. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
26. Mike 37. Hey, 24.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for.
He's got a man. Complete. 33 yards that time. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, baby. Check 31.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this Texans defense stands tall. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
44 to Mike. Check.
From the gun, here's Watson. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. Nico Hardman, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. 30, 10, 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 81 yards. And it may only be for pride now. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to...
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's just me and you.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming for you.
Now Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Check right, check right.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard Watson now to throw. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. Butker now to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 36 yards on the play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Watson. Shakes off the sack. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 12. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And Watson's going to throw it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Wells. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go again. Here we go again. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Better bring it. You better bring it. Here goes 15. You better bring it. Wow. You Mike 50. Let's go, D. Hey, Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. Right side. I'm on. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And again, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, That early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip.